Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome back. I hope you're all having a lovely start to your day. I'm Jess.
And I'm Wayne.
And this is Good Morning Rave. So Wayne, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm good, Jess. I've had my morning cup of tea and I'm ready to get going with the show.
Well, I prefer a cup of coffee myself. So as today's show is all about the summer, are you getting up to anything over the summer?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've got my holiday booked. Looking forward to a few days on the beach.
Oh, lucky for some.
Yeah, try not to get too jealous.
I need a week away somewhere like Spain or Italy. Is that where you're going?
No, Eastbourne.
Really? Okay, I'm not jealous anymore. Let's move on and start the show.
Okay, so coming up on today's show, we have a roundup of some of the must-have tech for the summer.
We'll be talking to a photographer about getting the perfect summer photos.
And we'll be having an interview and musical performance from blues artist Rob Picazo.
A lot to look forward to today. But first, what films have you seen recently?
Oh, the latest I saw was X-Men Dark Phoenix, but we won't talk about that. Just don't. Why'd you ask?
Well, because it's time for our weekly film rundown. Let's take a look at what our film team has to say about what's out now for you to enjoy.
Hi, and welcome to our weekly dose of entertainment. On today's show, we'll be looking at summer blockbuster that's sure to get you in the mood to go out and spend your money. But first, let's look at the top 5 movies that are currently in the cinema that you should watch or skip. First off is John Wick, a must-watch, the third installment of this epic action series that carry on minutes after 2. Next up is Avengers Endgame, a must-watch, the epic conclusion of all Marvel Studio 21 film wrapped up in this 2 hours plus movie. So go to the toilet beforehand if you are thinking of sitting through this. Next up is Aladdin. Not quite living up to the original film, but great to watch with the family.
And the lamp.
And lastly, Booksmart, a must-watch this coming-of-age comedy about 2 young girls. Academic overachiever Amy and Molly thought keeping their nose to the grindstone give them a leg up on their high school peer. But on the eve of graduation, the best friends suddenly realized that they may have missed out on a special moment of their teenage years.
Shotgun. Just kidding. I don't have one. Booksmart.
Now let's look at upcoming films that are coming this summer. I'm not saying that this movie are good or bad, but they're sure the most anticipated movie this summer. First off is Toy Story 4, release date the 21st of June. Woody, Buzz Lightyear and the rest of the gang embark on a road trip with Buddy and a new toy named Forky. Next up is Spider-Man Far From Home, release date 5th of July. Following the event of Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man must step up to take on the new threat in a world that changed forever. Next up is Dark Phoenix, release date 7th of June. This is the story of one of X-Men's most beloved characters, Jean Grey, as she evolved into the iconic Dark Phoenix. And lastly, The Lion King, release date set for the 9th of July, 2019. The live adaptation of the Disney classic is sure to get you out and about to the cinema, with stars like Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, John Cain, John Olive, Beyonce Nolan Carter voicing, and of course the legendary Jen L. John reprising his role as Mustafa. Well, that's it for today. Hope to see you next time. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
So much to look forward to. This year really is turning out to be a good year for movies.
You're telling me. I still say Avengers Endgame is the biggest movie of the year, but Booksmart has to be my underdog movie of the year.
Yeah, they're all good, but it's all about Star Wars now for me. I need my Star Wars fix. I'm hoping it's returned to form after The Last Jedi.
You just won't let that go, will you?
Nope, never will.
I think we all got that. There's a small clue.
And don't forget, everyone, if you're a big film fan and want to see all the summer blockbusters, check out your nearest cinema for all the details. They might even have a membership scheme that will save you money.
Shall we move on? As it's now time for our first guest. Let's see what they've been up to recently.
Let's welcome Rob Picazo, everyone. Rob, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. So Rob, for those who don't know you, can you explain a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm a half Spanish, half English rhythm and blues songwriter and performer. My family and I moved from Madrid about 12 years ago, and I've been gigging for the last 5.
Wow.
Oh, nice. And what was it that made you settle on blues as the genre for your music?
Well, my dad has a huge record collection, and just one of the many genres it comprises is, blues and rhythm and blues and soul section. And I kind of started discovering Steve Winwood and Eric Clapton and Peter Green through those, and then I worked my way back to Sam Cooke and Ray Charles and Solomon Burke, and that kind of the root of where soul and blues kind of is, and that's where it's at its most passionate. So that's where I stuck.
Fantastic. And your debut album is called Spanish Moss. Can you tell us a little bit about the story behind that?
Yeah, sure. So the album is something that I self-published and crowdfunded, and it's 12 original songs that I wrote with that kind of rhythm and blues New Orleans vein going through it. And the title is taken from the last song on the album called Savannah. And kind of, Spanish moss is what grows on the trees down in the south in the US. And I kind of thought, Spanish musician, Spanish moss, I'll have my own little pretentious pun for the title. So.
And you filmed a documentary, I believe, in America about roots music. What was that like?
Well, that was a project that my sister and I did with a friend of ours. Our friend was very into kind of documentary making and asked me to come along so she could kind of film how roots music is doing today, country and gospel and blues and jazz, how it's doing in today's kind of music system. And she wanted to view it through the eyes of a foreign musician who loves all this stuff. So we flew into New York, and then we got a car and drove all down the East Coast, going through New Orleans for Mardi Gras. We went through Memphis, we went through Austin and Nashville. And it was just incredible for me to kind of see where all my heroes had come from, these kind of lands that felt like mythical to me, and they were kind of becoming a reality.
Oh, good. And most importantly, I suppose, where can we see you perform next?
Well, I'll be at the Black Deer Festival, which is an Americana festival happening in Kent, and there's some amazing artists there, so I'll be a footnote on that lineup, but it'll be fun. Yeah.
Wow. Rob, thank you so much for coming in today. We look forward to seeing you perform at the end of the show.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Now, everyone loves a bit of tech, right?
Oh, definitely.
Well, I mean, as you can tell, I am a massive Apple fanboy. Can't live without my Apple tech. Got it all.
Again, no way of knowing.
Well, they did just have their latest tech conference in which they unveiled their latest Mac Pro, and I am excited.
And how much are they charging just for the stand?
$999.
And how much is it going to be altogether?
Altogether, apparently $12,000.
Maybe we should stick to the affordable tech?
Well, it's funny you say that, actually, as I took the camera team to go and find out what some of the best but most affordable tech that you can have to make your summer a lot more fun. As you can tell by the sunshine, summer is officially here for us all to enjoy. Time to grab your sun cream and go enjoy the most of it. Now, I love the summer. It's the time when you get to go out more, maybe have a barbecue. But being the tech fan that I am, I can't go the summer without some things to make the summer more fun and more relaxing. So I've come up with a list of some of the top 5 bits of tech that I love for the summer. But most importantly, I'm going to give you my tips for getting the best value for these items. My first pick has to go a bit old school. I loved my Walkman, and I was sad to see it go. But since the ever so popular Marvel movie Guardians of the Galaxy was released, in which the main hero, Star-Lord, has an old Walkman to listen to on his adventures, people have returned to the old ways and are buying Walkmans again. And people are loving them, especially as this one costs around £20. Just see how Star-Lord himself felt when his was broken.
You shouldn't have killed my mom and squished my Walkman.
In at number 2, it's of course a wireless charger. Wireless chargers are a must-have item. Gone are the days of having to wait patiently by a wall socket for your phone to charge a few percentages. Wireless charging units are fast charging, meaning you only have to wait a short while and then your phone is ready to go, and especially in the summer when you need to be on the go. And coming in at £21, this one is a summer's dream. Speakers. Who doesn't love a good speaker? Most LED speakers can cost too much, around £100 on average, and that's why this is my number 3 choice, as this little gem costs no more than £40, which is a great saving. You can customise the speaker through the app that pairs with the speaker to have the LED lights appear in whatever fashion you wish, meaning your summer night's barbecue will have a decent speaker for a decent price. If a flashy speaker isn't for you, then how about something a bit more simple? For example, in at number 4, we have a wireless speaker. These are something that everyone wants and needs for summer relaxing. Now, one of the biggest speakers on the planet right now is the Beats Pill. But if, like me, you think paying between £100 to £150 is a bit steep, then how about paying no more than £30? A much bigger saving, and it's worth it. Perfect for your summer relaxing. And last but not least, in at number 5, we have the Fire 7 tablet, the latest in Amazon's lineup of affordable tablets. And this year's release is no different. Available at a starting price of only £50, which frankly is a steal. Everyone either has or knows what a tablet is at this point. So a small tablet affordable for summer to watch a couple of movies on or play games on is perfect for you. Grab a nice cold drink and an ice cream, and then get on with enjoying your summer.
Oh, I do love a good Bluetooth speaker, but honestly, my best piece of tech is this.
A fan?
Yep, honestly, it just makes all the summer heat fly away.
Well, I'm not a big fan of that.
Really?
Yeah, sorry, I had to go there.
And just another reminder that as of today, London Tech Week is officially underway. So if you want to find out some details about that, then head over to www.londontechweek.com to find out what's being announced.
Now, as summer is coming up, it's time to get those summer snaps ready for your social media. Today, we have a very special guest in the studio who's going to give us some tips on how to get the perfect snaps for summer. It's photographer Harriet Minns.
Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So how did you get into photography?
So I took media at school and I had to shoot my own photos for a project, and at first I was really scared, I didn't want to do it, but then actually when I started shooting I found that I really enjoyed it and also that I was quite good at it, so I just started doing more shoots mostly with my friends and it kind of grew from there really.
And I understand you've just released a new project. Could you just tell us a bit more about that?
So I've just released a music video. I released that on Friday and I shot it in Paris in April. I was in Paris last year and I met this girl she was working as a waitress in the restaurant I was eating in, and I decided that I really wanted to work with her. She was so beautiful. So we arranged to work together in April and we shot this in about an hour, and I just finished editing it and I'm really, really proud of what I got.
Wow, and I think we're going to see a preview of that now.
Sweet dreams, this may come, this may come as some surprise.
Wow, that looks incredible. Have you got any tips for our audience about the perfect summer photos?
So I have a couple of tips. First of all is to use props, so maybe glitter or flowers. Last summer I took some photos with my friends, we all had glitter on our faces and it was actually so much fun. Another tip I have is to use disposable cameras or film cameras because they have that really vintage old school effect, and also the fun of it is that you can take photos and you don't really know what you're going to get until they're developed, so that's always a lot of fun. But if you don't really want to invest in a film camera, then I'd suggest downloading the app Huji, where you can put film filters on your photos and it just looks really old school and really vintage and classic, and that's really in right now.
Wow.
Thank you. So in about 5 years' time, where do you think you'd like to be with your photography?
So in 5 years, I kind of like to be in LA, working with other creatives, just developing my work and maybe working with some influential people as well and artists, just really growing what I'm doing now.
And why do you love shooting in London so much?
Well, I've grown up around London and I always find it so multicultural and diverse, and it's just got that kind of, it's a different, unique vibe to any other city I've been to, and I just love capturing it.
And given that we're talking about photography, it'd be remiss not to ask, what's your Instagram handle? How can everybody find you?
So my Instagram is @HarrietMinns, and on there you can find all my videos, my photos, all my other creative things, and you can also see all the people I'm working with. So everything's over there.
Right.
Thank
you for all those amazing tips. It's incredible what you can do with just some simple editing.
Yeah, I'll never use Instagram in the same way.
You use Instagram?
What do you mean? Of course I use Instagram.
Is it just full of food?
No, not just food. Sunsets as well.
Okay. Well, I think we're just about out of time for today's show.
Oh, really? Is it? Oh, look at us. We must be the only show to make it to the end without mentioning Brexit. Oh, I just did it, didn't I?
Wow. Introduce the musical guest to get us out of this.
Yeah, okay. So, performing the single, Late Night Train, it's Rob Picazo.
Late night train, anywhere you do. Late night train, take me far from you. Got to get away from all you put in the food. 'Cause planes ain't cheap, and my car won't go. Bus now do, but it's much too slow. And if I leave tonight, the air will be low. I may have to run or walk or crawl, but I gotta go on a late night train. Anyway, you do. Late night train, take me far from you. Got to get away from all you put in the food. I could wait until morning, but I'd have second downs. Might see your face, try to stick around, but I know for sure that the word spread around town that I was your fool. You put me down, so I take a late night train. Anyway, we'll do. Late night train, take me far from you. Got to get away from all you put in the food. Said leaving is a coward's move. Let me tell you, baby, chin is too. When I'm gone, I know that you'll be sad, 'cause you lost the best thing that you ever had on the late night train. Anyway, we do. Late night train, take me far from you. Got to get away. All you put in the food.
Thank you for that fantastic performance, Rob.
Thank you all for watching today. He's been Wayne.
And she's been Jess.
Thank you for watching.
And see you next time.